Speaking of genius, I want to shake the hand of the fucker who booked this match for Starrcade 1994. Let's get into some homework. Let's talk a little Task and Mr. T. Let's talk about Kevin Sullivan waffling Mr. T, who was the guest referee at the Clash of the Champions the month prior, forcing Mr. T to don the wrestling gear one more time and get in the ring.
Wrestling gear? Is that what we want to call it?
I mean, let's be as liberal as possible with that. It looked like fucking, you know what it reminded me of? I don't know if the women's still do this nowadays, because now women like who kind of given up just wear fucking pajamas everywhere. But like the official give up wardrobe of women in like the 90s was like the black stretch pants with wigwam socks and like white sneakers.
Wigwam.
And then typically like a sweatshirt, sometimes with like Las Vegas or Atlantic City glitter on them, maybe a pair of dice or like a fucking poker hand, which was like a straight flush.
Do you think Mr. T thought he was actually booked to be a referee?
No, I think that might have been the only gear he had, though.
But is that possible? Is that on the table that Mr. T may have thought that because every single time he's been in WCW before that, he was a referee other than maybe like a corner man for Hogan? Is it possible that he thought he was going to be a referee?
Well, what's with the sleeping cap too? Maybe he thought it was nap time.
I was gonna say, with that fucking cap, I was waiting to hear, "Hey, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream."
Did you guys hear the comment that Bobby Heenan made about him?
About the jail cell?
Yes, obviously he was standing too close to the bars when they spray painted the cell. It's like, whoa, that's not making air today, but that was great. That was pure Bobby right there.
I did feel bad for Mr. T, though. I watched an interview with Kevin Sullivan to get a little bit more backstory on this, and it was more of Kevin just being apologetic, making it sound like he didn't want to be part of this match. So when he shit cans Mr. T to the outside, he just started ripping his shirt off. And then he said, like, years later now, he's felt bad because Mr. T had to wear a girdle to hold his gut in, and that's all you see is this big black unitard with that purple bluish waistband on. And props to the guy in the crowd who took the fucking Santa hat off of Evad Sullivan while fucking Jimmy Hart was loading up the gimmick into the sack.
You're the real MVP.
I gotta say, T was laying in those body shots too.
Of course he was.
Looking good.
Some devastating headbutts too. He had the fucking offense going for a bit.
Dude, we're talking about 1994, Mr. T. Like he's like probably a good like 5 or 6 years past his like most like athletic prime. Like Hogan, WrestleMania 1, A-Team.
But he actually, like, when you compare his punches here to his fight at WrestleMania 2, like, you could tell Sullivan was just like, fucking lay him in there, dude. Make it look good. Make it look good. And he was fucking laying him in.
Yeah, you picked the right match there.
HK, I didn't realize we're in the Three Faces of Fear era of Kevin Sullivan because Avalanche had a match on this, and obviously we know the main event. But I didn't realize Kevin Sullivan like barked on his way to the ring.
That's right.
That's right.
I was like, I know Kevin Sullivan's WCW career pretty well. I don't remember him being like a psychopath like Viking.
Yeah, it was a very strange thing. I always thought it was weird. Just walking down, just arf, arf, just, almost like Popeye out of the side of his mouth.
Yeah.
Arf, arf, arf. I love Kevin Sullivan, and I was pumped to watch this. A couple of things watching it, like you could tell, like Mr. T just shouldn't be in there. Like he just shouldn't be. And watching, like keying in, because I watched a couple times, keying in on what Sullivan was doing in the match. Like, okay, now come on, come get you. Threw me in the corner. Now come get me, punch me, come get me, punch me, throw a whip again, come get me. And then when Mr. T lays on top of the camera guy for a fucking minute and a half and I'm waiting the entire time. I'm like, please cut to that camera guy. Please cut to that camera guy. And they cut to him. We basically see fucking Sullivan's little taskies. That was fucking hilarious.
I have that.
Oh my God, the camera view on
Sullivan's tape.
Yeah. Yep. The underneath there.
Fucking vintage. Who gives a shit? Tony Schiavone. Oh, he's pinning the cameraman. Pin the grip while you're at it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We know it's not great. Fucking come on, man. Try to sell this shit a little bit.
And the one thing that I don't understand, I've never understood about this match, why does T go over? What's the motive behind having T go? I know, like, if you're pushing, obviously, Sullivan and Sullivan, like, I get that part of it, but you can do that without having fucking T go over.
And it's weird though, because like we said earlier, like the Three Faces of Fear were like the devastating top act, and then you're gonna have them. I mean, I guess it's still Mr. T. Like, I guess that means something in 1994.
It's Hogan's boy. That's why.
Yeah. He didn't even do the MCI commercials yet. That kind of like brought him back a little bit.
Oh no, this is
Call your
years
mama.
before that.
Yeah.
God, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but it was years and years ago, my first glimpse of like maybe wrestling is not what I think it is as a young man involved Mr. T. Because it was Mr. T and Piper, and I remember Cave, my dad, going, if this was real, Roddy Piper would kick the shit out of him. T's nothing but an actor. And I was like, well, okay, gotcha. Wait, what do you mean if it was real?
What do you guys think about that? Who would actually win, like Mr. T or Roddy Piper in a shoot? Like, who would actually win that?
No, probably Mr. T.
I would think
T was
Piper.
a real tough guy, though. I think they made up all that tough man stuff.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
So,
Piper would kill him.
But still, he was a big boy.
Piper would kill
he
him.
was, but Piper was.
But so was Piper.
you know.
You're right.
Yeah, but Mr. T
some-
could like legit
snort
throw
some
a
coke.
punch.
Piper may get him.
Was Piper?
Don't
I mean, was T a boxer? Was he like a Golden Glove guy?
Yeah, he was a Golden Glove guy.
Oh, he was. All right. So then, maybe T would probably get him.
Nah, Piper would kill him.
So Evad waffles Kevin when Kevin's hitting the ropes with the megaphone in the bag, and it's weird because Tony Schiavone still keeps referring to him as Santa Claus, even though it's clearly Dave Sullivan.
Bobby calls him out on it too.
Oh, Bobby Heenan, he was already aggravated with Tony Schiavone, and this is 1994. Also, Mr. T gets the pin with both hands still stuck in the fucking referee jersey.
This little blue leotard that you mentioned earlier.
And on top of that, they're telling Dave Sullivan to get out of there, and he doesn't get out of there. And Kevin Sullivan, who just got waffled with the fucking megaphone, pile drives the shit out of his little brother.
He beat the shit out of him. And I'm thinking at the same time, I'm like, wait, he helped Mr. T win. Where's Mr. T trying to help him? It's like, I won. Fuck you, fool.
Well, Mr. T couldn't get his hands free. That's why.
Good point.
And Hogan waits to save Sting in the next match as opposed to helping Evad, who is his number one supporter.
Dude, he's even calling him Santa Claus while Kevin Sullivan's beating the shit out of him. He goes, he's beating up his brother, and Heenan goes, he should have beat him years ago. And he keeps blaming Hogan even after the match. Hogan ruined this family.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When he picks him up for the pile driver, Santa's fucking drawers are halfway up to his knees, and you see his fucking red underwear too.
Were those drawers or were those trunks?
It was probably trunks, but still, it's a fucking great visual.
It's an hysterical image, I'll tell you that much.
And then he fucking beats him with the strap.
Dude, to go out of your way to just beat somebody up that bad. It's like after you've already did it. Like, you've already beat him up. And then you're going to go ahead and take the fucking belt off and then do it. Like, unbelievable. I will say this, Tony. This was not fun, but I guess it's fun talking about it.
You know what? I was entertained.
I had no idea this was a thing. I didn't have any idea this was a thing until like a week and a half ago. Maybe I saw it like years ago. I just didn't remember it. And then it's like, it's the match that fucking Eric Bischoff said was probably the biggest mistake in the history of WCW. I'm like, I have to watch this. I'm like, it's Mr. T. The cameraman's legs go up in the air. We got fucking Task's nuts. I mean,
I can assure you it was not the biggest mistake in WCW.
Ooh,
yeah,
under
you have
Bischoff? Let's see if I can guess what HK is thinking. The Yeti?
No. No, I mean you can pick and choose from the final about 16 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a whole
the
season about
16.
that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that was what it was. Like, we just knew it wasn't going to be good, you know, and then it just continued to get worse. But I think, like, you got to kind of look at this as, like, an anomaly in the middle of, well, then again, there wasn't so much great shit either because we got the fucking Butcher in the main event of this show, too.
Yeah.
I will stand by that.
Butcher main eventing Starrcade.
I will stand by that. It was a perfect choice.
The man with no name.
Yes,
yet.
no, yes, no.
The future Zodiac.
I will stand by that. That's a great turn. That's a
But
So-
he did it all to become the booty.
So, I mean, like, I guess, what are your thoughts? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle?
I mean, what the fuck? Like,
We got a thumbs up from HK.
Yeah.
for content, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we
was
know.
like-
For actual like enjoyment,
It was
fucking
pretty enjoyable, though.
no way.
Come on,
you
it
can't
was-
honestly think that.
You didn't laugh watching this?
Does that really equate to enjoyment though in pro wrestling?
Yeah. Listen,
Laughing?
Maki Ito singing while the fucking entire women's division in AEW fucking collapses upon itself. Yes, that was highly entertaining.
All right.
Shaquille O'Neal
Fucking
Fucking giving Cody Rhodes a power bomb. Yes, that was highly entertaining.
Whoa. You're only smoking mirrors.
Well, I know that Double T is not here,
He's not.
but I did, rather than just saying what his pick was going to be, at my behest, he sent in a video to assign homework for next week for all of us.
Oh, we got to run in.
Fuck yeah, we do. And without further ado, here's Matt from Beyond the Garden. Woo!
What's up, everybody out there in Shining Wizards land? It's your boy, Shining Wizards Matt. Not at the show tonight. I'm at Monday Night Raw, but it is my turn to do homework. So I was tasked with sending a video in of me telling everybody what the homework is for next week's show. So it's not in the same vein as Tony's, but I do encourage you to watch the whole thing, post-match and all. It's a little longer, but we go back to 1985, and this match is something I just discovered in the last year or so because I wasn't familiar with the story. I found out through Queen of the Villains on Netflix. Dump Masamoto versus Chigusa Nagoya in a hair versus hair match from August 28th, 1985. Watch the whole thing. It's wild. And we will talk about it next week on the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. I hope you guys enjoy the show, and I will see you next week when I return to the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
No,
Fun shit in your pants, Matt.
where the fuck do we find this dump match?
He sent me a link. I'll
Okay.
put it up in the description.
Is it on another porn site?
No, well, let me check. I don't think so.
It's
It
probably on
is-
that Billy
It's
Billy.
on
one?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Chigusa Nagayo versus Dump Matsumoto. I know he can't pronounce the ladies' names. Hair versus hair match.
Just the ladies' names.
It's a fucking good one. It's a good one.
You
I
watched it
can't wait
already?
to watch it.
Oh, When I was in with the whole what was it? The Queen of the Slaughterhouse? What the fuck was the name of the shit?
Queen of the
Villains?
Villains? Or-
Queen of the Villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was all in with the fucking dump status and all that stuff. So
You said it's a little bit longer. How much longer is it? Because a little bit longer than this match is like 5 minutes.
let me click the link. I could tell you while it tries to load up.
That's all right. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, obviously, but
It doesn't fucking show it. I gotta open it up. Hold on. It is 26 minutes from start to finish.
fantastic.
All right. He said there's post match, so you know.
Yeah, but no, like he it's a good point. Watch the entire thing because
Yeah.
everything that happens after the match continues to tell the story, just like it did in my match. You know, if you would have shut it off after Mr. T got the big win, you would have fucking been deprived of Kevin Sullivan beating the shit out of Santa Claus.